Nobody is going to beat you at being you. Find what looks like work to others but feels like play to you. In other words, productize yourself. It's a very interesting point I just highlighted. And the danger of this law is we trivialize it. Why is this the case? Although we understand cerebrally this concept, because we as humans gravitate towards difficulty, and the chances of you putting an activity you enjoy doing at the top of your to-do list are in the single digits. We as humans gravitate towards difficulty. There is no way on God's green earth you're going to put an activity you enjoy doing at the top of your to-do list, because it's play. It doesn't look like work. You feel like you're wasting time while your mates are spending their youthful years being as productive as possible. You do not see that activity as productive. So you go do other things. You know what happens to activities or tasks at the bottom of the to-do list? Exactly. They get put away to later dates until you no longer do them. The Bible captures it perfectly. Let your feet be seldom in your neighbor's house, lest he get weary of thee and hateth thee. So familiarity in this existence breeds contempt. You are so accustomed to this activity, your talent is now habitual, such that you begin to detest it. Yes, you understand cerebrally of finding your talent or finding yourself through your distinction, through your uniqueness, but grasping that concept, embracing it, internalizing as well as externalizing it is out of this world, is unfathomable. Even worse, you do not believe that there is some financial correlation to this activity. This would change my life financially. I don't believe it. Well, you're not the only one, because history is replete with stories of individuals who trivialize their giftings. Remember the wife of the late prophet? Yeah, the lady who was in debt. When she met Prophet Elijah, he asked her a very simple question: what do you have in your house? She said, nothing except a jar of oil. That exception not only brought her out of debt, but it revolutionized her whole financial journey, because she lived off the rest. So stop trivializing your gifting. Stop putting off those activities that would help your future. Develop that gift. I remember at a point in my life where I would speak and people would be interested. They gravitate towards me. They bring all kinds of pressing problems and I'm solving it, feeling good about myself. Year one, no results. Year two, no results. Then I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I really need to focus on my finances. My finances takes priority now. What did I do with my time? Left personal development. Left every single thing that connotes to growth, all in the name of the pursuit of finances. This is how people get displaced from destiny. You see an individual who's supposed to be an economic giant, why he should spend time consuming materials, understanding macroeconomic trends, learning the various stratas of organization, how to run a country if given one, thinking innovatively. What are you doing with your time? I'm chasing the next hot stocks. I'm studying on meme coins. Meme coins, and you have a great destiny to become some formidable opponent, to become one of the best individuals that will be talked about in the echoes of time. Now, I'm not one of them fanatics who would sit here and try to dispute the role finances has to play. I'm a Christian, but I truly believe that finances play a significant role as touching life and destiny actualization. Well, money is the root of all evil. Do you want a $10,000 raise? Of course I do. So why do you want this thing you claim to despise? Shut the fuck up. The problem with belief system, you don't need to vocalize them. When you sustain belief system, either good or bad, there are consequences associated with beliefs. If a child puts his hand in a plug, electricity is not going to go, whoa, 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 that's a child. Let's spare her. She would reap the benefits of that decision. And as a reason or as a consequence, over the course of her life, she would never engage in that decision. The point I'm trying to highlight is ignorance in and of itself doesn't spare you from the consequence of your actions. Those of you who love to play the victim, oh, my parents did this or my guardian did this. Yes, they were well meaning people and you received a wrong belief system from them. That doesn't spare you from the consequence, either good or bad. I iterate or I consciously use the word good or bad because majority of you have gone through a lot of wrong programming such that you associate consequence with negativity. This started from school. If you come late to school, you face the consequence. You vandalize properties, you face the consequence. You are a man now, you're a full grown man, yet you still connote consequence with bad. This is what I call subliminal programming. Now, if this is the case and you concur with every single thing I've said up until this point, and you agree with me that beliefs shape your life, what other subliminal belief do you hold? Are there currently belief systems you hold to your detriment? Are there beliefs you currently sustain, canceling out your efforts? Think deeply. Another thing I would like to highlight is the fact that nobody rewards anything in its crude state. You have to identify this gifting, embrace them, as well as refine those gifts. Crude, if you ask those in the petrochemical sector, it is dirty, smelly, sticky. All kinds of negativities associated to crude. The complete opposite of water. Yeah, that's what people will queue at gas stations and say thank you for paying. Productivity. Become the best at what you do. Take Joe Rogan for instance. He has managed to blend his uniqueness into his craft, piloting him to the number one spot of the top podcasters. Now, one of the uniqueness of distinction is it eliminates competition totally. There's no Joe Rogan number two waiting to take his spot when he leaves. You get the point? Productivity coupled with your uniqueness, coupled with your personality, eliminates competition. Anyone who's trying to copy Joe Rogan, it's not going to work. It's a waste of time. So double down on your strengths. Work on your weakness so they do not draw you down. Tonight, I will refrain from giving you actionables because I trust in your judgment. I believe you are smart enough to derive bullet points and actionables from every single thing I've said up until this time. And if the case is otherwise, then I've wasted my time as well as yours. And I do not believe that's true. So think about every single thing I've said now. Meditate on the concepts and you'll be fine. As always, my friends, pleasure speaking to you. See you when.